So you need to bring a side dish to your next get-together, but you love your family and friends too much to just buy junk at the store and bring it. So what can you make that's fast, delicious, and easy to carry? My name is Nayad, and today I'll show you how to make 3 side dishes that will take the pressure off of your next get-together. First, a sweet and tangy homemade cranberry sauce. It only takes 10 minutes, and because it's best served chilled, you can make it ahead. First, place your cranberries in a colander. Check them and discard leaves and bruised or damaged ones. Then wash and drain well and set aside. I would recommend to have all your ingredients, as the French call it mise en place, all in place, right by the stove, because the process goes fast so that you can keep your eye on that sauce. Heat a medium saucepan to medium heat. Then add 3/4 cup sugar, the juice of 1 orange. For reference, it should be about half a cup of orange juice, so if your orange isn't as juicy, just squeeze some more. 1/3 of a cup of water, and stir to incorporate all the ingredients. Next, add your rinsed and drained cranberries, a pinch of salt, 1 cinnamon stick, and some of the peel of your orange. With a silicone spatula, mix it continually. You'll notice the cranberries start to pop, so keep stirring until you get that desired consistency. Then cook for about 10 minutes. I like to leave a handful of berries whole since I like the sauce chunkier. If you don't, just keep cooking it until they're all popped. Keep in mind that it continues to thicken as it cools, so once it reaches the desired consistency, remove from the heat and let it cool on the counter for about 30 minutes. Make sure to remove that orange peel and the cinnamon stick. I love adding a little bit of grated orange peel on there. Place in a glass container and refrigerate and cover until ready to use. To garnish, simply add orange zest, a cinnamon stick, and orange peels. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Side dishes don't have to be boring or unhealthy. This fall salad with roasted Brussels sprouts, roasted butternut squash, cranberries, pecans, bacon, it'll add a touch of healthy but flavorful. First, preheat your oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, prep the veggies. Let's start with the butternut squash. Wash it and fully dry it. Then, using a very sharp chef's knife, cut the ends and stand it on the widest part to have a sturdy base. Cut in half lengthwise by carefully slicing it from top to bottom. If needed, use the palm of your hand on the top of the knife and push down, moving the tip of the knife up and down firmly. Next, scoop out seeds and membrane using a spoon or an ice cream scooper. Then, placing one of the flat sides down for stability, remove the peel with the peeler using long strokes. Place flat face down and cube by cutting first down the middle of each half and then in half again and then into cubes. It's important to keep them even in size. Then place in a deep bowl and add avocado oil, salt, pepper, and ground cinnamon. Toss to evenly coat and then place it on a baking sheet. Make sure there is space between all cubes to avoid crowding, so it will roast instead of steam. Now they're ready to be put in the oven. Bake for about 20 to 25 minutes. A few minutes before they're ready, take them out and drizzle them with maple syrup. Then place back in the oven for about 5 minutes. Keep a close eye on them so they won't burn. Next, the Brussels sprouts. To prepare them, simply place in a colander and wash them well. Peel the outer or dirty leaves, pat dry, and trim the bottoms in half long ways. Then place them on a baking sheet, making sure they're separated and not overcrowded. Then add avocado oil. You can either drizzle it or use cooking spray. Add salt and pepper. If you prefer a crispier roast, place them flat face down and skip the parchment paper and place them directly on the baking sheet. Bake at 450 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes, then drizzle with maple syrup and bake for another 5 minutes and keep a close eye on them so that they don't burn. If you're adding bacon, place it in the oven on a separate small baking sheet lined with foil. Total time should be about 10 to 15 minutes. Once everything is out of the oven, allow allow it to cool down. Then transfer to a large bowl and toss together, adding 1 cup of salad topper. If you don't have it, it's just simply dried cranberries, sunflower seeds, and pumpkin seeds, your chopped bacon, half a cup of pecans, a drizzle of balsamic vinegar, a drizzle of maple syrup, fresh ground pepper, and toss it well to incorporate all the ingredients. So there are many different ways to make mashed potatoes. With cream, with cheese, with cheddar cheese loaded, with bacon, chunky, creamy. But whenever there's gonna be heavy main dishes, this is a better choice. It's a rosemary, garlic mashed potatoes. It's perfect because it's lighter and aromatic and super easy to pack and go. First, wash your potatoes. You can use a mix of potatoes, like in this case, Yukon potatoes and russet potatoes. For a more rustic result, leave the skin on. For a fluffier and creamier result, peel the skin off. Then cut them to evenly sized chunks. Place a large pot to high heat, then add the potatoes and add broth or cold water. I prefer to use broth as the flavor is much richer, or you can use a mix of both. Be sure they're fully covered so it goes about 1 inch above the potatoes. Then add 3 fresh cloves of garlic, a rosemary stem, flaky salt, and fresh crushed pepper. Cover and cook on high until the water or broth comes to a boil. Keep your eye on it so it won't spill. Then reduce the heat to medium to maintain a steady boil. Continue to cook for about 10 to 12 minutes. In the meantime, make your garlic butter. Mince 2 garlic cloves and add them to 6 tablespoons of butter. Then beat 1 egg and have them both ready on the side. Check if your potatoes are done. Insert a knife to the middle of a potato. If it goes in easily, they're ready. Once ready, turn the heat off and reserve some of the liquid to use in case the mashed potatoes are too thick, and drain the rest. Then place the pot back on high heat and return the potatoes to it and toss for a few minutes to remove the extra moisture. When the steam is gone, add the garlic butter and start to mash. Then add the beat egg and continue to mash. Add a tablespoon of nutmeg, garlic salt, then slowly add a cup of whole milk or heavy cream, gradually adding a little bit at a time. If you'd like, you can add a tablespoon of mayo for extra creaminess. Then with the heat off, adjust flavor. Do not overheat to avoid boiling the milk. To garnish, you can simply add squares of butter so it melts, a rosemary stem, fresh chives, and fresh crushed pepper, and if you have it handy, some toasted garlic to add on top. So next time you have a potluck, family dinner, office get-together, or any of that, you will be ready. I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to see some more, just click here, and we'll see you on the next one.